Well, how'd it do?
It's pretty cool. People are like giving me thumbs up. I feel like it's like a giant mullet. I mean,
John and Taylor would call it the mullet.
yeah. I mean, it was pretty cool. It worked. So if you're wondering what we're doing, we're down here at my dad's shop, Wheats Off-Road, and I ordered a set of tires off of them earlier in the week. They have the tire changer and stuff down here, so that's what we're doing.
Very good.
What do you think?
I don't know yet. I ain't got to see it. At least I'm not that high up. That was nice. I think it looked better teal. I like it, homie.
I don't feel like that's that steep.
I don't feel like it's that steep either. I mean, honestly, getting in and out of that on this and the wedge trailer, I feel like it's the same.
Yeah?
I hope it does what we want to.
I hope so,
too. Still got
too.
room, too, in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. We are right.
You're on it. Yeah, it's right up against
I
it.
like how it's in there.
We're gonna call tonight date night because we're gonna go put some miles on it, see if this thing's even gonna work.
Yep.
And hopefully it does. If not, we wasted 5 weeks of our life.
Yeah, it's come a long way in 5 weeks, though.
Yep. Oh, I named it the mullet because it kind of looks like a mullet.
Did John and
Biz-
Taylor still have their mullet?
No, they sold theirs. Business in the front, party in the back.
So on the way to Bloomington, there are a couple hills, a few big ones that you have to pull. So
Nothing that compares to Jellico.
no, we're at Walmart. We're getting ready to go to the B&V. Wish us luck.
Yeah, so to get this thing into an RV title, we have to have a police officer inspect it. So last week, or earlier, was it last week? Yeah, last week we had it inspected. It passed inspection. Has to have a refrigerator, microwave, toilet, and a sink and a bed or something. And then you have to have,
back there.
it's all back there. And you have to give them proof that you did it all. So we got pictures. They said we have to have at least 5 pictures. So we got probably 10 of them here. We had to have the police inspection. We got the form. We got the title. Everything should be golden. I got everything filled out. So wish us luck. We're going to the B&V.
Well, now we're on the fence.
Well, we were done. And then I seen on the title it said Corey Wheat. And I wanted to run it under Corey Wheat Customs. I need my federal tax ID number and 3 proofs of billing address for the company.
So
I was literally walking out and then I was like, hey, this is wrong. This says Corey Wheat on it, not Corey Wheat Customs. She goes, oh, I didn't see it. And they approved it and everything.
yeah,
So we're on the fence. Go ahead with that.
we're on the fence. Do we go ahead and drive it to Bloomington to test it out? Because this is my only day off before vacation to ride with him and make sure everything does what we want it to do. Or do we go home? Because we have insurance on it. We just now don't have plates. So
I say, we're about to rain.
I know.
Continue on.
There's some darn gas at, golly. All right, people, if you see someone in distress,
Dana's first time driving the truck. Hammer down. There you go.
yeah, there she goes. Whoa, here she comes.
Pull the other one.
Looks like a clown horn.
I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is we have plates on the Snap-on truck. So I went in there today and had all the other crap they needed and we got the plates. So there's that. The bad news is we did drive the truck and it does okay. It does perfect unloaded, but when you load it, it's got too much weight on the back. I know probably some of you guys are saying, I told you so. But it does have too much weight on the back, and when it does that, it's kind of taking some weight off the or the steer axle on the front and makes it a little sloppy in the front end. So I got a way to fix that, but that's what brings me to what we're doing now. I'm headed to Indianapolis and buying a rear clip out of a semi-trailer, and I'm gonna put the semi-trailer axles, one of them, behind the drive axle of the Snap-on truck. Currently, I'm getting fuel because I was thinking of how I'm going to do this axle swap deal. Ran out of gas, wasn't paying attention. I literally coasted into this gas station that you're seeing here. We're in almost downtown Indy, and this is where Marketplace sent me. Seems a little sketchy, but I guess, yeah, I don't even know. Oh, there he is, maybe. Last stop was a total bust. I was going to use a semi-trailer axle to make a tag axle for the Snap-on truck, and semi-trailers are a lot wider than I thought. So I got on Marketplace, once again, Marketplace, and I found a tag axle that has steering components on it, so the rear axle will steer with the truck. Found it on Marketplace. I'm here at the guy's place now. We already made the deal, so I got to pull over here and load it up, but I'll show you guys what we got. Plan on putting this thing on tonight. It is currently 10:45, and I plan on getting it done tonight. For the most part, we'll have to get some air fittings, of course, in the morning, but I'd like for it to 90% be done tonight.
The little shop truck is absolutely hating pulling. It's squatted.
She's tooted.
Yeah. He is really trusting that strap. Ah!
We got the tag axle underneath of it, but honestly it's too wide. If we put the tires on it, it's going to rub the skirts, and we can cut the skirts out, but it shoves it so far back that we're going to have to cut the top of the bed out, and it's kind of a mess, so we're at a dilemma.
Well, the thing is, like, we knew building it, you know, is it going to be too much weight on the back? We don't know, but how do you know unless you do it? We were hoping it would work, but, you know, we drove my Viking around on it on the bed yesterday, and it did fine. It really did. To me, I didn't know no different, but since he's drove the truck without it loaded and then he drove it with it loaded, it was just a little bit more squirrely than he wanted. So we thought we'll either throw a back axle under it, but that won't work, or...
And we're out of time, and we're kind of at the point now. So with the truck unloaded, this truck is nice and tight steering. Without it loaded. With the truck empty, just like it is, it drives perfect. When you load the truck on it, it has play in the steering wheel because it's trying to it's got too much weight on the back of it, and it's taking the load off the front axle. So we're kind of at the point, do we finish the truck how it is and sell it because we can't use it, or do we make it work? And that takes a lot of work, but I think we're kind of in agreement on what to do. Well, unfortunately,
as we were, you know, looking at it, talking about it, I said it'd almost be nice if you could have a gooseneck in it, you know, like a fifth wheel, whatever, just so you can pull the wedge trailer if it comes down to it. And he said, yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I was thinking the same thing. We might just have to bob the bed off, and you know, it sucks because we have time wasted in it, but the thing is, you don't know until you're there. So, you know, it's
it was a 50-50 gray area when we were building it. We
wanted this to work, like, because that's our thing, is we've always taken 2 trucks, 2 trailers, and we never get a ride together. So we were gonna make this work, and I would just drive my truck everywhere, and we would trailer or put the mousetrap on the bed.
So like headed to Tennessee this weekend. The plan was to put the Viking, then the mousetrap, and then after tonight, she said, "No, I'll just drive the Viking." It's our 10-year wedding anniversary. I want to spend time with her. You know, we'll be there all week together. But even if she drives the Viking this trip and we load the mousetrap, what about in the future? So if we go to another show, we built this truck to haul the Viking, well, it's out of the picture altogether. So really our hands are tied. We either sell the truck how it is, which is unsafe if someone was to buy it and put too much weight on it, or we love the truck. It's got 118,000 miles. It's exactly what we wanted. We got the inside exactly how we want it. So now we're just gonna make it a little pickup truck. We're gonna bob the bed off. It's currently 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that is literally no lie. I mean, it is.
It's 1:13.
1:13.
Thursday. We're leaving tomorrow.
No, honey. Well, today's Thursday, but
tomorrow's Friday.
But we ain't slept, so it's still Wednesday.
It's gonna be a late night.
I might be asleep on the futon in there because I still have to work a 10-hour shift tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be able to call someone in, but the way it is, usually you can't. So
I'll show you guys why the axle won't work. I really hoped it did. So I guess I got a cool tag axle for a project later.
Well, that's the thing is like we were making it work as much as we can to try to make it like this and keep it like this, but realistically, it's not gonna work.
All right, so here's what we got going on. The axle is butted up to the frame, as you guys can see it there. It won't go up high enough because of our piece of 2x6 here, but I could simply cut that off and let it go up. But whenever I do that, it shoves the tire into this. It's like 36 inches tall. 36 inches is up to here. It won't work. I'd have to cut this one out, cut this out, this one, and this one. The tire would be sticking up through the floor. The lug nuts are on pretty much on the outside of the skirt. Not quite, but
when it's lowered, it is.
When it's lowered, it is. Right now, it is hiked up in the air. And right now, it looks like it would work, but whenever the truck lowers, it hits. So, unfortunately, the plan of attack is about where that tape measure, we're going to bob it. And we measured a long bed dually truck. 58 inches is where a long bed dually gooseneck hitch is from the back glass. So that's this bar. So we're going to put a gooseneck ball here. And right where that tape measure is, we're going to bob the truck off. All right, it is currently 4:50 in the morning. Don't look like I got much done, but I got all the angle iron off, and then I've been grinding all the welds, and there was a lot of welds. I really didn't do myself a favor by welding it that much, which I welded it that much because I thought it was gonna work. So now kind of sucks because I gotta grind all the weld and everything off, but I'm getting there. I got the plasma cutter out here now. Plasma cutters down there. Get a little bit more work done and give you guys another update. Got it bobbed off there. 6:15 a.m. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm getting tired, real tired. But turn it around and show you guys what I got. My plan of attack is, you guys can kind of see it a little bit better now. The bed's gonna go up and then down here, but then these will be the bed sides pretty much. So to just make it like a little short truck, put the gooseneck right here at the end of that 2x6 there. I'm going to get me some sheet metal now. I'll probably have to run either over to my cousin's or Steve's, and I'm gonna plate the back and then plate it up and then flatten it out there on the top. That way it'll give you a nice spot to put some tires or some tools and whatnot. And then this plate, I'll have that back plate, when it comes around, we'll put the tail lights in it. It looks a lot different, I will give it that. I haven't, you and me right now are seeing it the first time together. Now it's went from the mullet to stubby bob. So the real MVP are staying here with me, making sure I'm safe. She's got to work a double tomorrow. She worked a double today. I told her go home, but she said no, I'll stay here. So she's
no,
been.
You're saying it wrong.
What?
A double tomorrow.
Whatever. Today.
Today. I got another 10-hour shift today. But I didn't want to leave Corey here because I'm sure he's tired as well. So I went in the camper about 2:30 and just kind of hung out, laid down. There was a lot of banging around, but I knew he was still alive that way, so.
Yeah. All right, so we're in Bloomington. I'm at Steve's getting some 14 gauge for the floor. Gonna go ahead and sheet it in so then it's finished. And then I think the groundhog will be able to fit in front of the in front of the gooseneck now. So that'll be nice. I got quite a bit done. Definitely feeling it, but we get this 14 gauge on there and get it sheeted, and we should be on to the next step, which is tail lights. And I got a fuse that blowed. I got to figure out some clearance issues, but it's getting there. It's getting closer. We're down to hours before we leave. So yeah, so right now it's Thursday at noon. So we'll be leaving Friday morning around 10 probably. All right, guys. I'm on my way home to drop off the Snap-on truck. We got the bed finished up. I can't wait to show you guys the bed, but it's going to be a second because I'm going to get some rest. I still got about a couple more hours worth of running around, swapping vehicles around before we can go on vacation. But I'm running on about 40 hours of no sleep. All right, it is the next morning. Ta-da, the truck is done. I just woke up. I got home last night at 10 p.m. After finishing this, thank you to my dad for letting me use his shop trying to finish this. I went there just to put tires on originally, and it kind of snowballed into me just staying there the next couple days trying to get the bed figured out and stuff like that. So thank you to my dad and to Wheats Off-Road for having us there. Thank you to Hannah's stepdad Jim for helping, and the guys at Wheats Off-Road kind of pitching in and helping where I needed a hand. Finally got some sleep. I was going on, I don't know how many hours, but it was a lot. A full 2 days with no sleep. I slept pretty good last night, I will admit. But I'm going to flip this camera around and show you guys the new look of the toter home. I was kind of calling it the mullet when it had the ramp on it, but I think it looks 100 times better. It'll be safer. So yeah, let's turn this camera around and show you guys what we got done. Here it is. We got a piece of 3/16 plate on the back. I drilled 4-inch holes for our tail lights. We got, look at that, we actually got plates on this baby. We are official. And then we got 14 gauge, picked this up from Steve's. Got a gooseneck hitch, got that from TC Mobile Welding, which is my cousin's. We still got a lot of little grinding stuff. We just got it all tacked together. We are simply out of time on this thing. We're going to try to get the back painted and this back deck here painted before we go. The winch comes off. I just haven't had time to take the winch off, but I think it looks really good. We're still going to put a Reese hitch on the back of it. We didn't need to do that for this trip because we won't be pulling the bumper pull trailer, but there it is. It's looks pretty good. You can't really tell that it was kind of an afterthought, but we are going to cap this right here, take a piece of 14 gauge and break it, but not on this trip. What are you doing, babe? Oh. I thought
I'm gonna rebuild this motor real quick.
I was over here with the forklift unloading the winch and stuff off of it. She had the hood popped. I thought, I know she checked the oil earlier in the week, but well, maybe she's gonna rebuild the whole engine before we get. One more project before we hit the road. The back wall really looks like an eyesore, so we're gonna spray it white real quick. Nothing fancy. It's all gonna come back off later when we get home, but just to make it look a little bit more presentable going down the road, we're gonna shoot it with some farm paint. I got some right here. We're just gonna use this tractor and implement paint. And then once we get back, have all this sandblasted and then painted the correct way with some base clear or a nice single stage. But right now the paint's not gonna stick because it's not sandblasted, but it'll definitely look better going down the road. All right, there's the back wall. Nothing spectacular, just got some white on it. It's good enough. Once we get back, we'll have it sandblasted off. But let's go hook this trailer up. Loaded up.
I'm so excited.
Jimmy came over and helped load them up while Hannah got some of the camper loaded up and some of the house chores done. She got the yard mowed and we are loaded up and ready. So we got the Viking, got the Mousetrap, Toter Home 2.0. I think we're ready, so let's hit the road. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this truck. Please be with us and bless it, and just let it be a blessing to us, and just please be with our safety. Keep the idiot drivers away. Help me be a great driver, and Hannah if she gets a chance, because I'm too excited to let her drive. Just watch over us. Thank you for our talent. Thank you for everything you've given us, and in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Here we go.
Southbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go.
And a
Can't
short
wait to get there.
Eastbound, pigeon forward, here we come.
This is a test drive and the maiden voyage.
Yeah. Jimmy said, you might want to go drive and make sure it works. I'm like, we have no
are
choice.
driving it. We're driving it there.
This is it. Whoa, here we come. Watch out, pigeon forward will tear you up. Whoa, here we come.
If I get enough guts to try to figure out the radio, you won't have to listen to us sing. But until then, we're singing every song that comes to mind.
Don't break my heart, my achy, breaky heart.
You know what's really cool? I can walk back here, check the load. Except I can't see my Viking. But I know it's on there. Oh, I see the tow mirror over here. Groundhog is looking cool. Oh, and I don't think we showed you guys the inside, so let me make this bigger. Alright, there's our little hole to get in there. We've got our closet. On the back side, our futon, the refrigerator, hopefully it stays there because we ain't got it strapped down for now. And then this is where the sink will go eventually, but there's some merch and then like hair stuff and deodorant and all that crap. And there's our little baby toilet. How you feel, homie?
I love this thing. I couldn't imagine a more beautiful thing.
You better be.
She's just a heavy girl.
This man don't ever put rear view mirrors in nothing. So I've rigged him up a mirror because it keeps turning around to make sure the groundhog's back there. So I went back in the back and I got my little mirror. Now he don't have to keep turning his whole body around while he's driving.
I just discovered that the truck has air seats. Hold on, wrong way. Oh, it's smashing my legs. That's how I'm gonna drive.
Let me see.
I can't even turn.
Corey,
Oh,
put it down.
I tried. Look at that car.
Oh man, that's nice. Are you where you need to be? All right, homie, you know what that means.
Jellico.
Tennessee state line. So you better be Florida, because this is the start of Jellico right here.
I'm pedaling.
All right, so what's our speed?
60.
Almost 65, all right. So here we go. We're gonna see what we're doing on top of Jellico.
It's not gonna be good because this thing does not like hills.
I'm trying to turn the light on you, but I just better not. Yeah, I'm predicting we're gonna be going 20. What are you predicting?
25. This stupid.
We got our hazards on just so the people behind us know that we're turtle speed.
I should have hooked the tow rope to the truck in front of me.
Yeah, I don't know if that van's gonna do much.
We're down the 45.
Oh, golly. We're barely started. I do believe we're about halfway there.
We dropped down to 34 miles per hour.
There we go.
Temperature and everything's good.
Wonderful.
I have seen trucks on fire going up this hill.
Yeah.
RVs.
Oh, yeah.
This is no joke. This is a huge hill.
Yes. This is the only hill we've been worried about with this truck. We know that it's slow, but we just don't want to push it too much.
We're pushing it that much.
Everything seems to be doing good.
Come on, Bob.
I will say it does suck being passed by semis. Like, that is something I have never seen in my day. I know you have, because you're a Papal driver, but
I think there's a new dent in this truck. It's in the floorboard, how hard I'm pushing the gas pedal right now. There goes the semi.
Yeah.
That's number 32. My foot. My foot is going to give up before this truck does.
We're almost there.
Come on, Bob.
Woo! We did it! We're at the top.
My toes are asleep.
Oh, homie.
They're going to have to amputate my toes.
Oh my gosh.
The calf muscle's burning. That's a full-time job just going up that hill.
This is why he don't drive, because he complains about it. I drove my Viking.
Turn that light off. I can't see
I
all
drove
these
my
bottles.
Viking 10 and a half hours. You big baby? I'm gonna name you Bob. Big old baby.
We made it. We didn't make it quite to Pigeon Forge. We got right off the interstate and we're staying at a Bass Pro tonight.
Well, we just didn't want to go into the campground with this long of a trailer.
So tonight we're going to take a nap, obviously. We're both still tired, trying to catch up. And I just kind of realized you guys have never seen the inside of the camper since we got it done.
I
But
kind of gave him a tour as we were driving.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah. So, all right. I guess we'll catch back up with you guys in the morning.
All right. We are unloaded. We're in the mousetrap going to Reagan's House of Pancakes.
It's the go-to place when we're in Tennessee.
Absolutely. We know we need a shower, but we're hungry. Imagine that. So we're going to go get breakfast. We got unloaded. We're in the mousetrap. We're smoking off a lot.
She ain't been rain for a month.
Yeah. So we're on our way.
going to be the end of this video. We made it to Tennessee. You guys seen that. And now we're set up here in downtown Pigeon Forge at Buzz Bull Ice Creamery.
If you have not been there, I recommend it, and get the Fruity Pebble shake.
No, just get the regular vanilla with some pineapple in it. That's
vanilla
my go-to.
And Fruity Pebble. It's so good.
But if you see the Mousetrap and the Viking setting here in front of Buzz Bull, more than likely we're right around in the area somewhere.
The building.
Oh, here's the building. Well,
okay.
Hold on.
Right there.
Mousetrap's over there.
Yep, Mousetrap is here. We are inside because I'm freezing.
It's like 80 degrees and she's freezing. But we are down here. We're having a great time. If we're not in this area, we're somewhere close on our groundhog. If the groundhog is setting in the place of one of the trucks or the Mousetrap, we're in the truck.
Out cruising.
We're somewhere. We're not far. So
we hope to meet you guys.
All right, without us rambling on, we hope you guys have an amazing week. Don't forget to
like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys next Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Or Sunday if I get a video done. But it's vacation, so probably next Wednesday.
That thing. Oh, look at the pinstripe. Here, let me hook out. I don't know how this is going to be. I'm not sure it really drifts.
Oh yeah. Fresh. You gotta mess it up as soon as you get out. Homie, I got it bobbed.
I've been awake.
You been awake?
Yeah.
How's the bed?
Pretty good. Man, my rear end is up in the air. You ain't putting that on. So that was pretty cool.
Hello. No. We're doing the outro for Wednesday's video. Hold on, I'll talk to you. Oh, we're clicking buttons. Anyways,